No, Kingsley. Good evening, folks. My name's Alan. I'm one of your hosts tonight. Welcome to another acoustic night at the barn. Thank you, thank you. How many of you guys have been here before? Okay, thank you for coming back. So all you guys that haven't been here before, this is for you. On your seats you'll see little, basically QR codes on little flyers advertising concerts. And on that there you can sign up for our mailing list, or hey, I didn't see you there. Hey, thanks for coming on. Sign up for a mailing list or get on our Facebook page, okay? And that means you can keep in touch every we do. We do a concert here hopefully once a month, and you can come back again. Okay? Who's up for coming back again? You'll be excited after tonight's over. Yeah, you will. So our next So our next concert is by Sam Hill. Sam Hill. Sam Hill's a top act. He really is. He's a brilliant singer-songwriter. Not right, Sam?
Love song.
Top guy. So he's really worth coming along. And as you see, we're almost sold out tonight. So buy your tickets in advance and don't just turn up at the door like John Floyd. Come here in advance. Okay. So sign up on our QR code, or there's a sheet going around as well. Sign up on the mailing list, and then you can get back here again. Next one, you look there. So the posters are there. I can't remember what date it's on. I think it's the 25th of memory. Come on. Okay, tonight we're really privileged to have all the way from my homeland of Ireland, the top the same as me. Well, not quite the same as me. Well, one of them does, and one of them doesn't. I'll leave you to work out now. Okay. They play Celtic, acoustic, or Americana roots type music. They touring all the world. I'm sure they'll tell you some stories about that as well. Oh dear. They scare people with their PSs. They've been quoted. They've been quoted as the very best in acoustic Celtic music. So I'd like you all to give a big acoustic night at the barn. Welcome to the Sweet Sorrows.
Beneath the biggest sky I've seen, I stand among my family. No matter what that time I've tried, brothers and sisters, each one me, our lives depend upon this truth. There's nothing more and nothing less. We'll go as far as full, we'll make our souls a wilderness. Pouring rain, it falls on me and every man. Sun shines daily on each one, in every nation, every land. Why can't we see we're all the same? No matter how we look or dress, we'll grow a forest full of hope. We'll make our souls a wilderness. Could you clap for us? Biggest lie I've seen that hides beneath the nation's flag. Streets of gold and fields of green, the basic right of man and night. We'll spend tomorrow's cash today, and rape and rob the treasure chest. We'll grow the forest full of hope. I'll make our souls a wilderness. We're in and heard of white and men. Always the vain who waste the breath. The road forest full of hope. We'll make our souls a wilderness. lot a long time ago. Do you want me to tell you one of my secrets about Yorkshire? Girl who's my girlfriend when I was about 19 is here tonight.
He's mean, he's so mean.
She's just not very red, so you'll be able to recognize her. So I used to come over to Robin Hood quite a lot when I was a young man. But she broke my heart, so what's that? Sorry to see you, Don. And we've got some Mercylanders here. We've been doing some Mercyland songwriters with Phil Madeira from Emmylou Harris's band in Wexford, and John here and his wife Sheila came and joined us last year. He'll be with us again in a few weeks, right? In fact, John and Kylie wrote some music together. We should have got you up to do a tune. It could happen. My voice could go any moment. Tell the story.
That story? Okay. I know, it's like he's giving me the talking stick. So I'm Irish since the last time I saw you all. Any of you that were here before? I got Irish citizenship in June last year. So that was my first St Patrick's Day the other day as an Irish citizen, which is grand, even though I was in Crail in Scotland. But, this next song is off our Australian Sessions album, and it's actually a little piece of Australian history. There is a town called Gundagai, and originally it was settled on the banks of the Murrumbidgee River. And that wasn't smart, and the First Nations did say you don't want to build there because that one floods. And usually it's as dry as a chip in that part of the world. Pretty dry when we were there in January. But when it rains, it does flood. And it flooded in 1852. It was the worst natural disaster recorded in Australia's history, I think. Devastating. A lot of people died. Two very brave Wiradjuri tribesmen, that's Wiradjuri country, Jackie and Yarri, took their little bark canoes downstream, hauled people out one at a time, did it over and over, dragged their boats back up on the bank and floated downstream. 3 days, 3 nights. They saved over 100 people, and they were unsung heroes for a long time, but eventually there was a beautiful sculpture and a memorial to these guys. And when Sammy first went there, he was taught about the dog on the tugger box, which is a very famous exhibit in that part of the world. But we felt like this story should actually be more famous than the dog on the box. So this is called Wiradjuri. Things weren't ever easy back in 52. Daddy did his best for us, the best that he could do. He worked out in the blazing sun. He used to run to wipe the sweat out of his eyes. Never knew we'd be in trouble on that day. The creek began to rise.
Storm came in the evening. Daddy laughed for joy. He looked at me across his horse. He said, we need this boy. My mama and my sisters. Thank the Lord that day isn't gonna die. We never knew what lay before us on the day when the creek began to rise. Started as a blessing, soon became came the curse. We lost our crops and cattle when the riverbank burst. Our home was swept away as water fell like angels steel down from the sky. And we thought that we were finished on a day when the creek began to rise. With all but 3 homes standing, his hope turned to despair. Mother cried, we shall be lost. And then we saw them there. And they delivered us to safety in a bark canoe. They said, you shall not die. We've been picking up your neighbors ever since the day the creek began to rise. No?
That's good.
Well, how'd you all get through the pandemic? Obviously, you're alive.
Well, we were here in 2022, so that was after the pandemic.
Were we? It's all a blur.
I remember that.
Does anybody else feel
I
like
remember
3
you.
years? You remember who?
I remember a few people. Sweetie.
Well, it's begun, it's all still emotions.
No, that was only 2 years ago. I remember something from 40 years ago. Nothing wrong. I remember. Yeah, I got picking you all night.
Pick on someone of your own size.
Try picking on me.
I was.
You don't want that.
It was strange. It wasn't a funny old time. One of our friends in Wexford, who's a musician, was telling us that his children were all really worried because kids when you're 4 or 5 years old and you can't go out and play anymore and stuff. And he felt he was constantly reassuring them. And we got stuck in the studio because we couldn't tour, so we wrote some things. That's what musicians do. Other people find, medical geniuses go out and figure out how to keep us alive, and I sit in my studio on my own, cry and write songs. But somebody's got to do it. But this is a song about that. It's really came out of the pandemic, although it's on our Faraway Places album, which is about the Irish famine and immigration.
These days are strange that's come, and you are still so young. But even so, I see your worried glances. It all seems so unsure. What lies behind like as we remember times you'll think you're king and others just a slave, when hope seems nothing but a dying ember. Come lay here in my arms and look into my eyes, and you will see the love that nothing can disguise. No matter what this day requires us all to do, your mammy will just linger here beside you. So come lay here in my arms and look into my eyes, and you will see the love that nothing can disguise. No matter what this day requires us all to do, your mammy will just linger here beside you. Your mammy will just linger here beside you.
This is one of the ones that we did also when we were stuck in the house during the pandemic, when you've got a studio in the house and absolutely nothing else to do. You make a rock gospel album if you can. Called Reverend Sam and the Outcasts, and I got to be a bad habit. There's a few of us, but of course we couldn't be in the same space, so there's about 20 of me on the album. So we do need a little bit of audience participation tonight. This would have been the solo if we were releasing things which we weren't. So it's really easy.
So pretend you're a black gospel choir. A very pale version of that. It's real easy, it goes like this. You are loved, you are accepted, you are loved.
That's it.
You are loved, you are accepted, you are loved. Pretend you need to clap your
Try
hands as
humming,
well.
if you like.
You are loved, you are accepted, you are loved. Come on, sweat a little. You are loved, you are accepted, you are loved. Here we go. Huh. Well, I've been listening to your stories and you should have got some funny ideas. I got a couple of things to tell you. I want to make it all out clear. So come on back into the real world and sit your ass down over here. Here we go. You are loved, you are accepted, you are loved. That's great. You are loved, you are accepted, you are loved. You are loved, you are accepted, you are loved.
Oh yeah, make the noise in the bar.
Well, you've been listening to the people that you're reading on the interwebs. Hate yourself, it won't be long until you start to spread it around. So after many years of searching, let me tell you something that I found. Last time, you are loved, you are accepted, 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 you are loved, you are loved.
That was great.
Nice.
Felt like I was in a pub in St Patrick's Day in Dublin. A bunch of people from Yorkshire.
First time we ever did it was at our local pub down the road in, County Wexford, and it was just a riot. Everybody, all my old swimming buddies got up and everybody was dancing and singing it out loud in the pub. It was great.
It's not the most unusual thing I've seen in a pub in Ireland. Went to see a friend play a couple of weeks ago in this little bar in our town, and this guy got so drunk he decided to dance with the chair. For most of the night. Actually, I think he took that chair home at that moment. It all got very sleazy at one point. Well, you can tell by her accent she's Irish. She's originally from Adelaide, Australia.
From the deep south. Down.
We ended up getting married because it was cheaper than the coffee dates. About a few years ago, she met up with an old friend of hers. We were making an album called Australian Sessions, which were all songs that were connected to Australia. So I was writing for it, and John, you'll know this, when you're writing, you need a bit of peace, right? Well, Kylie met an old friend of hers. She hadn't seen her in 20 years, and she came to our house from Adelaide. If you want quiet and peace, you don't want two women that haven't seen each other in 20 years in the house. And they talked and caught up and talked and talked some more and caught up a lot more and talked more. And eventually they said the magic words of the company writing the song. We're going out for coffee. And as they left, this was the genius though, as they left, I shouted downstairs to him, "See you later, Adelaides." Genius, right? I mean, that's Lennon McCartney level of genius. This is like a third of 3% of the truth about how we met.
1.5.
You always disagree with me.
No, I don't. Oh, well, I had to say that.
See what I mean about the talking? In a little Irish barroom, sat down with a glass to Merlot. Closed his eyes and put his finger on the map, find a place he thought he might go. And he smiled at the location, 'cause outside was kinda cold and rainy. He never thought that in a few days he'd feast his eyes upon her. See if you all said it at the same time. Just get through the song a lot quicker. He'd feast his eyes upon her and lay. Told you it was genius. Seemed a different world away the second that he stepped out of his hotel. He was hotter than he'd ever been. Thought he'd get out of the sunshine for a short spell. So he wandered in the parklands, and he sat beneath a tree where it was shady. You ready? In just a yard or two away, he locked eyes with the lovely Adelaide. She smiled at him and said, "How do you do?" He said, "Better now that I ran into you." Smooth. you like to have a drink? Or is that crazy? That lady. So they trundled down to Rundle Mall, found a cozy bar, took a table. Must have talked for 7 hours, almost finished a full bottle of Black Label. They walked it home, took a chance, and stole a kiss because he thought that maybe she'd be the one who'd get away, and he knew that he loved his that lady. She come from the land down under. Well, been out to Ukraine a couple of times. I get all the good gigs. And a friend of mine, when it all kicked off, this friend of mine who's a ex-Irish Special Forces soldier called me and said, "Sam, I'm going to Ukraine," and I'm like, "Cool, can I help?" He says, "Yeah, come with me." I'm like, "Can I just send you 20 quid or something?" I said, "What's that going to look like?" He said, this was the famous words, "It'll be easy." And I said, "Let me tell you something, mate. Special Forces easy and musician easy, two different things entirely." Anyway, we went down, been out a few times now, bringing out medical aid, bringing out guitar strings, bringing out instruments for musicians to go to the front and sing to men, singing with militia, singing with Special Forces, and singing with children in their living rooms and in halls, and working and playing with other musicians and joy bringers as well. And, it's a sobering thing when you see such devastation, and when you see men who are just men like us, you know, they're not just getting ready to go and fight for what they believe in. And I am no genius, and I don't pretend to understand Eastern European politics, but where there is suffering and where there is hurt, I do believe I need to help if I can. So that's what we do. And I'm going back out in June. So what do musicians do? We write songs. So I wrote a song a couple of years ago, thinking you might get a couple hundred quid or something if you put it out as a single. We got it 2,000. It's pretty good for punks like us. And it's really just, it just what it reminds me. I grew up in Belfast, so I know something of this, and it just reminds me we're all in this together, you know. And surely the option of being kind and thoughtful and helpful and generous and loving towards one another is better than the alternative. And when you go to somewhere like Ukraine, you see it right there before your eyes. And you don't have to do the sexy things like go to Ukraine. We go to Thailand and stuff, so I'll tell you about it a bit later. Just do it in your street with your family, with your kids, with your neighbours. It's right there, just do what's in front of you. make a difference. It makes a difference, just do what's in front of you. Storm clouds are gathering o'er the horizon. We all see them come. Everybody knows we're in this boat together, no matter what the weather. But if we're gonna make it, well, we all have to row. All the way, lads, lassies too. I cannot do this, it's too hard without each one of you. In a perfect storm, the crew can't hide below. We're in this boat together, and we all have to row. The wild winds toss us, the waves smash the bow. If ever we needed each other, surely it is now. 'Cause we can make it to the harbor, we know which way to go. So put your backs into it now, 'cause we all have to row. All the way, lads, lassies too. I cannot do this, it's too hard without each one of you. In a perfect storm, the crew can't hide below. We're in this boat together, and we all have to row. All the way, lads, lassies too. I cannot do this, it's too hard without each one of you. In a perfect storm, the crew can't hide below. We're in this boat together, and we all have to row.
He made an album a few years back. He made a couple of albums, and the second one he decided he'd have a go at doing dubstep, which wouldn't be Sammy's genre. But he's got a mate who's a dubstep producer in London, so they kind of got together and made all these mad noises and loops and joined it all together, and then he had to figure out a song. And then he figured out that some of them, like this one, only had one chord, which could make it a little bit boring live when you're not got all the whiz-bang gadgets. So we're experimenting and having a go with a little bit of technology.
Every gift that comes from God's design is free to every heart and mind. Not just to those who will believe. It's there for
Currently there are 66 million Americans say they're Irish. Just hoping they all don't come home at the same time. But there's 6 million of us in Ireland say we're Irish. 6 million and one.
And so there's the wee spider. No matter how small they are, I just don't like them.
And then I married an Australian. Have you seen the spiders in Australia?
He's not going to eat much.
There's spiders called huntsmen. They're about the size of my face. And they like to sit above where your head's going to be, on your pillow, looking at you. And everybody in the street say, they're harmless.
The problem with them is,
If I picked a fight, it would win.
You scream louder.
I did have to stand back one night while Kylie's 80-year-old mother removed one from the bedroom for me. And I was just letting her show me she could still do it. So anyway, enough about spiders. See the new Adam Sandler movie? Spaceman? Where he's in a spaceship and then he opens the door and there's a gigantic intergalactic spider that does marriage therapy with him. You couldn't make that up, it's true. And I watched it thinking to myself, I mean, I know like Huntsman, imagine seeing like a 6-foot one. All that to say,
what's a spider? I was just make sure it was going
He's
away.
right behind you. He's about to say boo.
Anyway,
Better get stepped on.
the Irish ended up all over the world, you know. No matter where you go, there's an Irish pub. And they're just everywhere. So I got it right. So I wrote this album, was all about the famine, so it wasn't really cheery. It's really hard to do a happy album, but I thought I'd better put something happy in. So I did write a couple of upbeat ones, and this is one of them, because we don't want to depress the life out of the night. We're headed to a new land, like nothing we have seen. One part is a desert, and the other emerald green. It's hard now to imagine it, but one day we might say there's less of us in Ireland than in California, Connecticut, New Jersey, New York, and Ohio, Illinois, and Massachusetts. To Iowa we'll go. We'll bring our music with us, and we will dance and say there's less of us in Ireland than in California. Snewland will have Murphys, O'Donnells, and McAvoys. There's Connors, Fitzgeralds, and them McCarthy boys. Through Ryan's up in the 40s, Victor Fiddles up in play. 'Cause there's less of us in Ireland than in California. To Connecticut, New Jersey, New York, and Ohio, Illinois, and Massachusetts. To Iowa we'll go. Bring our music with us, and we will dance and say, well, there's less of us in Ireland than in California. Kelly's in Kentucky, and Burns in Baltimore, San Francisco Sullivans, O'Brien's by the score, St. Patrick's Christian Brothers, who also when they pray say there's less of us in Ireland than in California. To Connecticut, New Jersey, New York, and Ohio, Illinois, and Massachusetts. To Iowa we'll go. We'll bring our music with us, and we will dance and sing it. There's less of us in Ireland than in California. To Connecticut, New Jersey, New York, and Ohio, Illinois, and Massachusetts. To Iowa we'll go. We'll bring our music with us, and we will dance and sing. But there's less of us in Ireland than in California.
15-minute break. One more song.
Sorry, I'm boring you. We'll do one more, and then you can all go and get something to keep you awake for the rest of the night at home. That you sneaking? I mean, it was stealth-like. It was amazing. Oh yeah, let's sing a song about starving to death before people go and have coffee. Let's not. Let's do Orphan Girl, because it's not about starving, that's about hopefulness. Do that.
Okay. So another Australian history session. Well, it was Irish too. The pandemic was dreadful. A million died. The workhouses were stuffed full of people dying.
Famine was dreadful, not pandemic. It was also dreadful, but it's a different thing.
Okay, yeah, it wasn't a pandemic. It wasn't really a famine either, let's be straight. There was food, it just wasn't there. But anyway, potato blight was a thing. So, too many people in the workhouses, not enough women down under in Australia. Too many blokes. So Lord Grey thought, we'll send marriageable age girls down to Australia to be bloodstock and consorts and maids for people that need them down there. And that was called the Lord Grey scheme, and there was over 4,000 girls between the age of 13 and 18 shipped to Australia, and they had to be fit enough, they had to have an inspection to be well enough to hopefully survive the journey, because that's not all beer and skittles. They've got over 2 million descendants, so they did good. So this is called Orphan Girl.
Just for your information, we actually had one of the Orphan Girls descendants came and saw us in New South Wales on our last, we just came back from Australia, and one of the actual Orphan Girls.
Can you hear him?
No.
Okay.
No.
No. He's really quiet, isn't he? Speak up. Don't choke him.
You know it's going to be like tonight when we go home, don't you? It's going to be alright. I'm going to save you from it. Anyway, one of these Orphan Girls descendants came to see us and tell us her great-grandmother's stories. That was a beautiful thing.
Sally Horner on guitar.
Switch everything on, but again.
There's nights where we laugh. We just say the stuff.
And you really Yeah,
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, click, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's it. That's all I do. Where I built it up, one chord. Play it on the thing. So it's a bass line, kind of a bass line. I don't have them with me. They just arrived from Scotland. But we're going to Germany in a couple of weeks in the festival. And we'll probably do an album release in Glasgow. We recorded it in Glasgow. It's great. It's cheaper. It's not It's going to be right as well as any other genre. Have fun.
Tell me now when I get home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. My hair and stole my comb, but that's right till I get home.
She's handsome, she's pretty, she's a belle of the city. She's curtain 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she?
Albert Mooney says he loves her, all the boys are fighting for her. Knocked at the door and ringing at the bell, saying, oh my true love, are you well?
Well, out she comes as white as snow with rings on her fingers, bells on her toes. Jenny Murphy says she'll die if she doesn't put the fella with the road, and I am.
Let the wind and the rain and the hell go high, snow come tumbling from the sky. She's as sweet as apple pie, she'll get her own life by and by.
She's handsome, she's pretty, she's a belle of the city. She's curtain 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she?
She gets a lot of her own, she won't tell them all when she comes home. Let them all come as they will, cause Albert Mooney she loves them.
She's handsome, she's pretty, she's a belle of the city. She's curtain 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? She's handsome, she's pretty, she's a belle of the city. She's curtain 1, 2, 3. Oh, please won't you tell me who is she? Gonna dedicate this one to Neil. The son Neil had this album up tonight and he was getting ready for coming to the show tonight. Neil Mitchell, our Yorkshire superfan, give him a round of applause. It's always nice to know someone's listening to your records. It's 2 people I've made go pink tonight. But just so you know, Neil and I have never dated. I don't believe in instant stardom. I don't believe in easy climbs. I don't believe that you get good at anything unless you give it lots of time. I don't believe in lying. I don't believe in what ain't true. I don't believe in everything, but I think I believe in you. I don't believe in greedy bankers. I don't believe in billionaires. I don't believe in watching children starve so we can keep our growing shares. I don't believe in politicians. I don't believe in all they do. I don't believe in everything, but I think I believe in you. Can't supply you with the answers. Well, there's a lot to figure out. I'm pretty sure that every single one needs to leave a little room for doubt. You can clap about now. Life is fair. I don't believe in doing nothing and saying that you
don't believe the part of you. I don't believe in everything, but I think I believe in you. I don't believe in everything, but I think I believe in you.
It's funny when you do this for a long time, and every now and again you see someone, you think, I'm sure I know that person. Then you woke up and you don't. And then a girl came up to me the other night in Scotland, went, hi, remember me? And I'm going, Pauline? No. Paula? No, Janice. Janice, it's been ages since I've seen you. How you doing? Hi, and look, Jane's over there. I'm going, never saw you. And I'm going, Janice? So you do see people, sometimes you'll see for years. We get to travel all over the world, and we live the dream. We just live the dream.
Different beds every night.
Different couches sometimes. Sometimes a two-seater couch and an armchair.
That was once. But the 3-hour drive in the fog first.
But when you live with your spouse, and you work with your spouse, and you travel with your spouse, I can just tell you it's like everything you would dream it is. And the thing is, you know when you those few months when you first meet someone and they're perfect, and then a year or two goes by and you realize there's just a whole lot more you have to work on loving. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes we talk a lot about forgiving other people. Sometimes we find it hard to forgive ourselves. And when you're in a relationship of any sort, if you're hard on yourself, it makes it hard on the other person as well. And just remember that everybody in the room here's got some scars that they sometimes pick up, and some wounds that sometimes they don't let heal quite right. But you kind of have to let them, otherwise they just keep causing trouble. It was cool when we collided, the day when our paths crossed, when we thought we'd win, no matter what the cost. How we all got our baggage, though we try hard to forget. We got a few scars, baby, they ain't even over yet. Baby, they ain't even over yet. Well, I was licking my wounds when you came along. I guess I hit it well. We're further down the road, and I know that you can tell. We got a ways to go, give you some help. I know you're my best bet. We got a few scars, baby, they ain't even over yet. Make it more Irish. It ain't true that time heals all things.
but I think that love just might. So forgive me when I grow as dark as night, 'cause I sure ain't no Romeo,
And I'm no Juliet.
ah, we got a few scars, baby, laying you low, yeah. Well, I was licking my wounds when you came along. I guess I hit them well. We're further down the road and I know that you can tell. We got a ways to go, can use some help. I know you're my best bet. Oh, we got a few scars, baby, laying you low, yeah. We got a ways to go, can use some help. I know you're my best bet. Ah, we got a few scars, baby, laying you low, yeah.
That's your bit. Feel free to make noises that sound Irish and chime and clap your hands.
No, noises that sound Irish.
Sound Irish.
You'll have 35 people shouting, Guinness a Guinness! It's an Irish love song about a man that had his heart broken. Well, there was 3 gypsies can be our heart lover. They came brave and bold, and one sang high and the other sang low, and the other sang a rattle tale gypsy, It was upstairs, there's a lady that on her suit of leather. There was a cry from around the door.
I'm away with the gypsy.
Well, it was like midnight when the Lord came in, inquiring for his lady, serving girl, she says to the Lord, she's away with the raggle tell the gypsy, son for me, the milk white tea, the big horse says, not speedy, the right to the fine bread, away with the raggle tell the gypsy, He rode east and he rode west and he rode north and south also, till he came to the wide open plain and was buried and he spied his lady. How could you leave your goose feather bed and your blankets strewn so comely, How could you leave your only wedded lord over like a gypsy, Leave your house and your land, and how could you leave your money, How could you leave your only wedded lord over like a gypsy,
wrote a song in the Faraway Places album, and it was so sad that it took me about 2 days to sing it. Seriously, every time I started singing, it was like, and I thought, this is so sad, I probably shouldn't put this on the record. And I let my wife hear it, but I let some of my other artist friends hear it, and they said, oh man, you gotta put that one on the record. And it's hard to believe we're seeing similar images on our TV screens right now. Palestine, Gaza, Burma, they've just put in mandatory conscription again for everyone between 18 and 35. 14 million people will be affected. Many of them just young people with no particular skills who become bank sweepers and will just die. It's 70 years of war in Burma that you never read about. Probably because Burma's got nothing that the West wants, possibly. I mean, I may be cynical there, but I can see a few smiles on your faces. You're also cynical, right? So what do you do when your family's dying of starvation related disease? Well, maybe you do this. Just close your eyes, a gentle wee boy. Day has been long, but not to enjoy. Know that your belly is empty and sore. Hush, go to sleep, my wee darling. Hush, now. Go to sleep, wake in the place where you'll no longer weep. Your mommy is there, soon I will come. Hush, go to sleep, my wee darling. Your days have been short upon this green land. Why it's so hard you can't understand. Close your dear eyes, your eyes, your hand. Hush, go to sleep, my wee darling. Hush, now, go to sleep. Wake in the place where you'll no longer weep, and your mommy is there, and soon I will come. Hush, go to sleep, my wee darling. Tell you a tale best as I can. They say that the good Lord has promised to land. Oh, there's food on each table as much as you want. Hush, go to sleep, my wee darling. Oh, hush, now, go to sleep. Wake in the place where you'll no longer weep, 'cause your mommy is there. Soon I will come. Hush, go to sleep, my wee darling. Ah, hush, now, go to sleep. Wake in the place where you'll no longer weep, and your mommy is there. Soon I will come. Hush, go to sleep, my wee darling. Oh, hush, go to sleep, my wee darling. Oh, hush. show you something. John, you'll appreciate it. I accidentally bought this guitar. No, I accidentally bought this guitar. Oops.
You can't say that about the others.
40 or whatever.
Well, so I've got this mate called Jonathan Day. Some of you might remember Jonathan, the folk singer. And he messages me one day and he says, "Hey Sammy, look at this. Looks like a Reverend Sam guitar," he says. He says, "It does, and this is a great shrine chair. They're about £1,000. And they're nice, but they're a particular thing. I wouldn't buy it for £1,000, but He says to me, "Yeah, it's going for sale for £200. And I'm like, "Yeah, it's a scam, mate." He said, "No, it's on Facebook Marketplace. It has to be real." I said, "It's a scam, mate." He said, "Well, I live about 20 minutes away from the guy who's selling it. I go around and see." An hour later, I send you a picture. He says, "Got you a guitar, you owe me £200. So, I bought it by mistake. So I feel like I should play it. And Neil said you had the Celtic Kana album, and we haven't, it's about 7 years old or 6 years old, and we haven't played that. So we've resurrected a few, especially for you. And people, follow us on Facebook and they say, "Oh, look, some encounter in Chiang Mai having a mojito. Some encounter in Australia throwing a boomerang, eating Vegemite. Some encounter in Scotland eating haggis, and some encounter do all these great things." We always show you the good pictures on Facebook. When people say to me all the time, "What's the best bit? What's your favourite place?" You get all these questions. It's hard to answer them. But I can tell you the best bit about travelling is when you get to your room to put your bag down. It's magic. And the one lesson travelling has taught me more than anything else is this: you cannot travel for very long with a whole lot of baggage. Many people in their 60s who've got baggage since they were 30 still haven't set it down, and they wonder why they're depressed, upset, and can't go. If you can't reconcile it, can't fix it, set it down, enjoy what you got left. It's worth £200, huh? Traveled all around this world, a pilgrim just like you. Journeys are as different as a place you journey to. But every soul eventually has only one request: that the final destination is a place where they can rest. Some call its name Nirvana, in Tirnanog as well. Some say better heaven, and some fearful place called hell. But it seems as though you gotta die if you're to find the best. So I wonder if this weary world is a place for us to rest. Well, one king many years ago, these words he had to say: "There's a kingdom here and now, and enter it you may. It's built on truth and justice. Speak no word of jest. Ah, the best of you, the worst of you, can find a place to rest. Oh,
Oh, this was music to the orphan and to the widow's hearty song. The outcast laughed with joy at last, the place he could belong. And everyone who doubted, everyone who second-guessed, they're ushered through a thin veil to a place where they can rest. I don't have many answers. My questions, they abound. Can't explain the pain and hate I've witnessed all around. Yet an open invitation goes out to those I detest. Come lay your burden down in a place where you can rest. And so to every father's daughter, and to every mother's son, no matter how you've got it wrong, no matter what you've done, if you made great decisions, or your life's been a mess, let's raise a glass together in a place where we can rest.
We were talking to a couple of you at the break, and we do a thing called trade-off. And this, I mean, it's only a plug just because we do this thing in Thailand, and we've done it in Romania, and we may end up in India later this year doing it as well. And we pay forward our life skills. So Sammy was an electrician to trade, and I was a nurse for 30 years. And so we go and train people predominantly thus far, and certainly last year, on the border of Thailand and Myanmar. We started out in Chiang Mai, and or we just do electrical work that people need that are kind of out there doing stuff with the poor 24/7. And now we trained our first 2 women last year, so like 14 guys but 2 women, which was really smashing stereotypes in, well, certainly in that part of the world. But and you know, I used to be an apprentice electrician and help do stuff with him, but he's kind of got all these guys trained up who are like his foreman now, and we've got one mate who's Burmese who is constantly out there doing stuff, not getting killed, but you know, he's run over 40 trade schools right through the pandemic, and I've done things like taught them why washing their hands was important and taught them how to do it properly, and that was before the pandemic. But I teach them, if you get electrocuted, what to do, or if you find someone you think is electrocuted, what to do, and so CPR and all that kind of stuff. But all that to say that we don't, you know, we don't have some kind of umbrella that helps us do it. We just do this and sing for you, and then we stick some to the side and we go and do stuff. So thank you for giving us a listen tonight, because you all help us go.
And we do some ways. There's a thing called Patreon that we have, and it's sort of like you buy me a cup of coffee every month, and you get free stuff. It's probably nothing you want, but it's free.
It kind of got big during the pandemic as a way to help people like us stay afloat a little bit, just because we weren't allowed to perform.
But if if you're a medical practitioner and you've got a bunch of bandages in your cupboard you're not using, just send them our way, and we'll take them to Ukraine in June when I go back out again. And someone wrote to me today saying exactly that. Can I send you a bunch of bandages? I'm sure.
Anybody can get access to, I mean, he puts it out on social media, but, you know, like chest seals.
one-way chest seals for sucking chest wounds. You know, he takes those out. So if anybody happens to have any,
If you need to have that explained to you what that means, I'll tell you later on. Sucking chest wounds sounds kind of suspicious.
well, they know what I mean in America, but it's where you've got like blood and air and stuff in the wrong places in the chest, and you're trying to get it out and stop dirt and.
Okay, I've seen a spider. I don't need blood stories. If there's if there's anyone here who would like to send bandages or any stuff you've got like that our way, we'll take it. But mainly, thank you for coming out to these events, because this is really what helps us out. It isn't a pitch for anything else. But there is a bunch of records over there I'd really love to not take.
If anyone likes vinyl, we've got so much vinyl that if we eventually sell it, the bedroom in the spare room will collapse.
We got children's books. We got all
We
sorts of
do.
things.
He writes kids' books.
I write kids' books. I juggle. I breed goldfish. I talk nonsense. Let's sing a song.
She comes around here only once in a while. I know because I've met her. It's hard to pinpoint her particular style. Sometimes I just don't get her. There's nothing cheap about her, that's for sure. She gets where all things go. Given the outside, blame all on her grace.
From where I'm standing, I can only catch a glimmer. It's safe to say my chances couldn't look much slimmer. These things I take for granted keep me in my prison. The way she walks the walls defies description. And I'm left here tongue-tied, tripping over syllogisms of grace. Grace is an angel. Grace is absurd. In the face of all my anger, she brings me kisses of dessert. Too much of some things will only lead you seeing double. Too little self-control is gonna lead you into trouble. When she walks in the room, it all goes quiet. Somewhere between the dust and dawn's first light, there is that moment when you just like that to know grace. Grace, she's an angel. Grace, she's absurd. In the face of all my anger, she brings me kisses undeserved. She comes around here every once in a while. Is your time up? I don't know what time might be done.
No, I haven't got a watch on.
I've got a watch on, but that doesn't have me know what time might be done.
Another song.
Alright. Don't sound too excited about it.
Well, you can do two if you want.
Bunch of songs. Let's do that Irish thing for a start.
Oh, that old Irish thing, right?
So the old Irish actually looked at me. since it's nearly, well, it's St. Patrick's Day, it's also our wedding anniversary.
It was on St. Patrick's Day.
We were meant to get married the week before, and she gets to Belfast, all her family's there and all, everybody's there, friends from America. And we checked, and they said, you don't need a visa. And she got Heathrow and said, where's your visa? And she says,
They said I didn't need a visa, step aside. No.
So we sent her back to Australia and we lost the whole wedding day.
That was horrible. I was the only white person in detention in T4 that day. Everybody else was from like African countries and war-torn places trying to get in. So that was a long, long 4 days
So I was
in airports and airplanes.
I was in Carrickfergus with her family, trying to tell them all, there's actually not going to be a wedding. So have a Guinness and have a laugh anyway. Sure, come for the crack, I says. It'll be great. And, but she couldn't, we were moving to Canada and she couldn't come to Canada unless she was married to me. So like if ever I had a get out clause, there it was. Anyway, I says, well, get your ass to Vegas. So we got married in Las Vegas on St. Patrick's Day. With a small man dressed as a leprechaun on the bar, pouring green drinks into everybody's mouth, freaking me out. I'm thinking, I'm not going back in there. So we went out and watched the Earth, Wind and Fire tribute act, because what says Ireland more than Earth, Wind and Fire? If you want to do the rest of the story, I'll tell you there. It goes on for a while. Anyway. Yeah.
So it's a blessing for you.
It's okay. Let me plug the guitar in.
This guy's my guitar tech. And he's fired. I got so emotional about that story. Vegas. Imagine getting married in Vegas. People were saying things like, you go get Elvis to do it with me? No. Let me just switch it on also. So, well, you know, St. Patrick's Day, and everybody, I know you're all going about it, you know what I mean? You know, St. Patrick said when he was driving the snakes out of Ireland, he said, "You're right in the back there, boys." You'll get that in a minute.
It'll get worse.
Go.
I think I'm plugged in and we're ready to go.
May your life in this world be a happy one. May the sun be warm, and may the skies be blue. May each storm that comes your way clear the air for a brighter day. May the saints and Savior watch over you. And as you make your way through this old world, beauty of the morning dew, as you smell the summer flowers, as you pass away the hours, may the saints and Savior watch over you. May life in this world be a happy one. May the sun be warm and may the skies be blue. May each storm that comes your way clear the air for a brighter day. May the saints and Savior watch over you. Spend your time with your friends and your families. Feel the warmth and love that got from you. And as you see the wars and hate that others radiate, may the saints and Savior watch over you. May life in this world be a happy one. May the sun be warm and may the skies be blue. And may each storm that comes your way clear the air for a brighter day. May the saints and Savior watch over you. I think the time is gone. People are going to clean kitchens and do all sorts of things tonight. So thank you so much for coming. It's been lovely to be here with you. Thanks, Alan Gibson, for...
Thank you, Andy and Tim and Laura and everybody that has been
On staff,
feeding you and
feeding
drinking
you.
you and taking photos. And mostly thank all of you for coming because we have played to one person before and it kind of blows. So it's really nice when there's lots of you out.
I played a 6-piece Celtic rock band called the Electrics years ago. We just finished a new record, by the way. But years ago we went to a place called Avonbridge, 6-piece band, full crew, lights, piece, the whole works. 2 men and an Alsatian came. And the Alsatian left after the fight. So this is like a stadium for us. Thank you so much. God bless you. And join us. Must be quick.
We could leave you with How about something they play in the Irish pub at the end of the night when they want to get rid of everybody?
It's called Get Out, I Want to Go Home.
Thanks. Just one quick one.
Want you singing along, Alan? You're the only other one that sounds like me. It's like I'm a bit sexier. Spent it in good company and all the harm that ever I had done. Alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit to memory now, well, I can't recall who fell to me. The parting glass, good night, enjoy, be to you all. Well, if I had money, just enough to spend, and some leisure time to sit away. There's a fair maid in this town who sorely has my heart beguiled. Her rosy cheeks, her ruby lips, all the mine she has my heart enthralled. Oh, fill to me the parting glass. Good night, joy be to you all. Oh, of all the comrades that ever I had, whether sorry for my going away, of all those sweethearts ever I had, well, they wished me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot, oh, that I should rise and you should not, I gently rise, I softly call, oh, good night and joy be to you all. But since it falls unto my lot, that I should rise and you should not, I gently rise, I softly call, oh, good night and joy be to you all. Oh, good night and joy be to you all. Oh, good night and joy be to you all. Let me just say, I wouldn't normally just go on about other people, but there are two concerts coming up. One is with Becky Hemingway and Randy, her husband. They're good friends of ours. Becky's fantastic, really fantastic. I'm not kidding, she's got the most amazing voice. She sings in a bunch of our records. And we actually wanted like a black gospel choir. We couldn't get one because of lockdown. We got Becky to do the big bits because she's got that voice. But the other guy, Sam Hill, come to see Sam. I played with Sam years ago, and we were all playing all these guys together. Then his son got really sick, and Sam stopped music, stopped everything, moved to Cornwall, looked after his kid for about 30 years, and now he's back. He's going to have some great, great, great stories and songs that come right from the heart. So come and see Sam Hill. He's just amazing. He was amazing 30 years ago. He's going to be super amazing now. So Sam Hill, Becky Hemingway, and support this guy because he panics and makes people do. Good night, thank you.